Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. Hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. NBA, October 24th. Small slate of games on this Thursday, only four, of course. A lot of stuff going on. We've got NFL football, college football, 4 NBA games, so multiple sports going for us here. Let's get started with the game, shall we? 7 o'clock Eastern time. We've got one game to get us kicked off here. Celtics Wizards. Celtics come off a big win at home, game 1 on Tuesday night against the Wizards. Not against the Wizards, against the Knicks. They blew them out of the water. They shot a record number of made a record number of threes, I should say. They were hitting them at a pretty damn good clip. Tatum and White especially seem to be unstoppable in that mix. Wizards, their first game, going to be a home game for them. 13.5 point line in this one. 232 total. So let's just be honest here. Wizards are going to be one of the worst teams in the league. Defending NBA champion Celtics on the road. Let's see if they buckle down. If they buckle down and play this game like they should, it should be no problem for them here. It shouldn't be much competition here from the Wizards, but road games are always a little tricky, right? Drew Holiday played well, Tatum played well, Brown played well, all the guys playing well. And normally at home, they do. And they are last season, the best first quarter, first half team in all of basketball. And we expect kind of the same thing here. Let's give you the bets we've got for Celtics Wizards. Overs, the way we're attacking this game. Over first quarter, over first half, and over 232 for the game. We're going back to Tatum rebounds here. They didn't miss many shots, therefore didn't get many rebounds, but over 8.5 rebounds. And we expect Jaylen Brown to come out early in this one, over 23.5 points. So one more time, Celtics, Wizards, over first quarter, first half, and game. Tatum over 8.5 rebounds. Jaylen Brown over 23.5 points. Next game up, Spurs, Mavericks, 7:30 Eastern time. This line's bumped up to 8 already. This was sitting at 7 for most of the day. Now up to 8. Both teams' first game here. Spurs on the road. Chris Paul, the new addition there. And Mavericks, Klay Thompson on that side. 229.5 total. And like I said, the Mavs being an 8-point favorite here. It's going to be curious to see Wembanyama year 2 and with Chris Paul. We expect Chris Paul to be a great distributor for this team. He normally helps out young teams quite a bit. He did with the Thunder. And got them going to where they were above 500 after they were a team that had 20-plus wins, around 20 wins. He did it with the Suns. The Suns caught fire in the bubble and then picked up Paul, and then all of a sudden they're in the NBA Finals. He can't get hurt. He's getting older, but while he's playing, we expect these guys to have the Spurs to have tremendous shot opportunities. A little bit of newness, obviously, coming for the Mavs. They've got Kyrie and Luka back, and now you add Klay Thompson to the mix. How does that rotation all work? It's going to be a little bit different on that side. No side or total for us because we want to see kind of what the Mavs look like a little bit, to be really honest. So we will get quite a few player props in the game, and we'll give you those. Chris Paul over 7.5 assists. Luka over 3.5 threes, because why not? He's fantastic. Wemby over 10.5 rebounds. His point prop starts off pretty high in this one at 25.5. We're going to stick away from that point prop. I think it's just a shade high, and so is his par. But 10.5 rebounds, he should be able to cover that one pretty easily, we think. Over 3.5 turnovers. That was his big faux pas last year. Let's see if it improves. I think it's going to be hard for him to really, really improve on the turnovers because he's 7'7" if he dribbles the ball. And the Spurs want him to kind of have free range of offense instead of him just go bury himself in the post. So over 3.5 turnovers for him. And then Wemby over 5.5 blocks plus steals combined. So his block total at over 4.5 was, we're talking minus money. Now, we understand, we think Wemby, we bet him to be Defensive Player of the Year. We also bet him to be the blocks leader at the end of the year, which he's a huge favorite in that one. But over 5.5 blocks plus steals combined here. He was good for this number quite a bit last year. Not only does he block a ton of shots, but he also gets a ton of steals. is being as big as he is, he ends up picking off, or they don't call it a block because it wasn't a shot. He just steals the ball away from him when they're trying to throw the ball into the post. So one more time in this Mavs-Spurs game, we're pretty excited to see what this one's going to look like. Wemby over 10.5 rebounds, over 5.5 blocks plus steals, over 3.5 turnovers. Luka for 4+ threes. Chris Paul over 7.5 assists. Next game up, Thunder Nuggets. Two of the top teams in the Western Conference. Thunder travel to Denver. They're a 2-point dog on the road, 226 total. Another game we're excited to see. We get two stellar teams that both have a chance, I think, to make the NBA Finals here. Thunder, SGA another year. Jalen Williams, this is his third year. This could be a bust-out year for Jalen. Chet Holmgren's second full season, his third year overall. We really like what the Thunder put together. They're one of our favorite teams in basketball to watch. Nuggets, what are we going to see from the Nuggets? They re-up everybody, basically. Jamal Murray gets a fat extension, as well as Aaron Gordon. I didn't quite understand the Aaron Gordon one, but, more power to him on that one there. No side or total for us in this one either. We're going player props strictly in this game as well. SGA over 29.5 points. He's at 30 and 31 at some spots, so if you want the 29.5, you got to grab him early. Chet Holmgren over 15.5 points. Going back to SGA one more time, over 5.5 assists. Most spots he was at 6.5. We did catch one book at 5.5. Play that. Jokic over 12.5 rebounds. There's not really a big-time rebounder for the Thunder, as Hartenstein is not going to be playing probably till the start of 25. So Jokic should have his way in the rebounds. Unfortunately, Chet is not a fantastic rebounder for as tall as he is. Just not a great rebounder. Chet over 1.5 turnovers. And Jamal Murray with 3+ threes. So one more time in the Thunder Nuggets game. Let's give you all these plays again. SGA over 29.5 points, over 5.5 assists. Chet over 15.5 points, over 1.5 turnovers. We'd love to play his blocks, but he's already at 2.5 in this game and they haven't played one yet. Jokic over 12.5 rebounds, and Murray for 3+ threes. And then we get to the last game of the night. T-Wolves Kings. T-Wolves come off of a Game 1 loss in LA. They're on the road again, this time in Sacramento for Sacramento's home opener here. And the Wolves are a 1.5 point favorite. 226.5 total. If you watch the Game 1 with the Lakers, I'm not sure what was going on with the Minnesota defense. If it wouldn't have been for the Lakers shooting like 5-10% from three-point range, the Lakers might have beat them by 40. There wasn't much of a defensive effort. I know they're working in Randall. I'm well aware. Working in Julius, working in Dante DiVincenzo. One thing I will say is Anthony Edwards did take a lot more threes like he did in the preseason. That's a good and a bad thing. I think save a little wear and tear on his body, but not only that, I think also helps spread open the floor a little bit. Maybe lets Julius get a little bit more inside, let Rudy work a little bit more in the interior as well. They're going to need some other help, though, besides Anthony Edwards scoring points in this. And Julius Randle's going to have to be a 20-point scorer for this to work as well. We don't like the side or the total in this one. Not really sure what to expect out of the Kings out of the shoot. So nothing but player props for us in this one either. But it does have our play of the game in here. And that would be Anthony Edwards, our best bet of the day, over 2.5 threes. Like I said, if he's going to continue to shoot 10 threes a game, he's going to hit 3 a game. This line's going to be at 3.5 for a majority of the season if he continues to shoot that many. Naz Reid, we always love him for 2+ threes. We hit that one in game 1, and we're going back to the well for game 2. Anthony Edwards over 3.5 turnovers. This is another one we smacked around in game 1, and we're going back to the well there as well. And then the last one in this game, Domantas Sabonis over 12.5 rebounds. Gobert doesn't really play enough minutes, I think, to take too many of the rebounds away from Sabonis. Sabonis is going to obviously play a lot of minutes for the Kings. So 12.5, he's one of the top rebounders. Him and Jokic should be probably fighting for a rebound title. I hope Wemby has something to say about that rebound title a little bit, but don't know if he will or not. Maybe he'll be at around 11, and these guys will be around 13 rebounds. But one more time, Ant-Man over 2.5 threes made and over 3.5 turnovers. Naz Reid, 2+ threes, and Sabonis over 12.5 rebounds. All right, so we just went through a ton of bets. How do you get a chance to take a look at those? No problem. We've got them posted in multiple spots online, TikTok and YouTube channel page as well at the end of every episode on YouTube. The link is docs.google.com/spreadsheet. Bunch of other stuff behind it. Click on that link, go to the tab of basketball 2024-2025, and then scroll down to October 24th. You'll be able to see all the bets that we made, what juice we got those at, how many units we wagered, and also what book we placed them at. And then also once we got the results, you'll be able to see exactly what we got, how we did on those as well. So make sure you check that out when you get some time. Do you like the content that you're seeing here? Do you like basketball, football, baseball, all those kind of bets? And we are Action Channel. We're going to have a lot of stuff for you. Just hit follow or subscribe depending on the social media platform you're watching us on, and we will show up in your follow or subscriptions tab. And if you want to make life even easier than that, just hit turn the notifications on for that social media platform. You'll get a notification sent to your phone when we got a new episode of Bets up. Also, a private Discord channel available for all of you out there. Discord's been making money left and right. You subscribe through TikTok. Yes, it's $6, $10, or $25 a month. It's less than you pay for Netflix, and you get ahead of the juice moves. We send these bets out to Discord channel before we hit them live, like we are now. I'll drop an episode of bets out there for the public. So not only that, you get like football bets a lot of times because they're week apart. You're going to have those multiple days ahead of time. You get ahead of the line moves, ahead of the juice moves, make some money and save some money all at the same time, and help support the show all at one boot. Also, we've got promo bonus bets to give away in 49 out of the 50 states for online casinos, sports books, and social betting sites, and also fantasy sites where they have a lot of player props available in some states that don't allow the sports books. So got all those available from our partners to you as well. You can find them a couple spots online. The link, it's that's the YouTube channel page and TikTok channel page. It's bit.ly/sportsbets for free -bh. Click the link. Use find a book. It's for new signups there. Might as well use their money rather than your money. Not only that, by doing that, you also help support the show as well. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.